Okay, so I'm up here at the dealership getting my car serviced, and I was browsing a few videos, sitting around, just thinking and stuff, and it hit me. A light bulb went off in my head concerning the narcissist. That a lot of these people and some of these YouTubers I listen to who are very prominent with their followings, and some of these people are very knowledgeable when it comes to the narcissist and some of these behavioral traits. And I've done a few videos in the past about certain YouTubers that I respect a lot when it comes to this subject, because it's something that many of you are not focusing on. So a light bulb went off in my head. That person, that narcissist, their inability to be better than what they are. A lot of us try to always reason something from a technical standpoint. You know what I mean? Third dimensional thinking, where we try to reason. And yes, there are some chemical, physical things and material that affect that actual person in that physical situation. They may have some mental disorder, so they behave like they have mental disorders. But on a bigger level, folks, when you have the knowledge, right? The knowledge that God blessed you with. And this is why I'm going to put this in perspective for some of you guys. A lot of you approach life in general, like I said, with this same kind of outlook that you look at with diagnoses. You look at it from a external standpoint versus looking at yourselves. And what do I mean? Because I'm all over the place here. Well, when you talk about that person looking in themselves, if you realize and reason that there's a bigger fight and the knowledge with God. See, the thing is that a lot of you people go to your churches and you have these religious followings and groups that you follow. Some of you have followings for the people who are flocking to you. And you all are doing these external ceremonial things and thinking that is your oneness with God, right? So you act in certain ways. You're acting. See, everything you're doing is in lesson, in book, instruction. Like I told you, get out of these books. It's about you. So you're acting a certain way. In your mind, when you go to church and do all these religious ceremonies and shit, you're supposed to behave in a certain way based on what the teachers are teaching you. Not necessarily what you feel inside. So in other words, if you were one with God on a level where you were in oneness with him, folks, you have actual relationship with him, not external, not through some textbook application of who he is and his science, and you're hearing about him as if he's some external thing opposite of you or separate from you, when this is definitely not the case. So, God is oneness, is in oneness with you, and if you appreciate that and reach back to him, because like I said, he gave you a gift, folks, and it's a big complex, I'm lost somewhere. He gave you life, folks, and so you owe him praise with everything. That's why I said, if you eat food, anything you do, any activity, because he is the actual activity, he is all things, folks, then your breath of life, you should be thankful in every moment for your life. And just acknowledging him in all of these moments is giving thanks. But once again, you go back to your ceremonies and you have some official way of doing things. You got to do this at a certain time, or whatever you're doing. These ceremonial things, which I'm not touching, I'm not getting into that. I'm talking about oneness with God. When you have a relationship with God, you really know God. You know he is real. See, I know God is real, folks, and actual. That is my blessing. The blessing of his knowledge of his realness to me, right? Which is a catch-22 thing, because you have to want him on a level where you're not just trying to see if he's real for your sensation. Meaning you want to see him produce a thunderbolt or something, and if he does that for you, somehow you're shocked and awed, but you're still not bowing to the real force of his power and his greatness, folks, which is your life. So in external ways of thinking, which is what you always do, you try to put everything in reason from that standpoint. Like I was saying in the beginning, as far as looking at yourself. So you externalize everything, right? That oneness with God. You try to go to church and act a certain way, right? Act nice, be smiling, but inside you're never changed. when you know God and he is real and you literally see him in manifest, folks, physical, right? Physical manifest, when you are literally being mentored by the great ones in the heavens, folks, then your knowledge of all of these things keeps you from going into the darkness because you're attached to the light. That's why I try to tell you folks in the previous video, some of you guys out here because you're fucking fools of the world in general, of the world society, sorry Mother Earth, of the world society in general. What you'll do is you won't take things seriously is what I'm saying. So some demonic person could invite you to play a Ouija game or something, and or one of these demonic games, and you'll go participate just to see what it's like. Now let me explain something to you about reasoning and foolishness, folks. Why would one do that? Why would anyone with sense want to play a game with dark energy? The devil is a deceiver. He's a liar. He's out for your soul. And I told you on all fronts, he is in opposition to the Most High, who is your breath of life. Okay? So you're showing where you want to reside with your energy. You're showing what attracts you. And he's giving you that choice, folks. But you're stupid because what you don't realize is that the hellish worlds, there is no return. See, you don't even know that you have eternal life already, that you will come back in many, many lifetimes. You never die, folks. It's important for you to grab and reason this for so many reasons. Okay? Because you try to grab that oneness by external means, by pretending or watching other people. And don't narcissists do that, folks? That's what I'm talking about today, the narcissists, who they are. Don't they watch other people and mirror their attitudes and behaviors and stuff and emotions because they don't have any? Now, I told you guys, dark energy is devoid of love or any of those positively charged emotions that fall on that end of his spectrum, folks. It's by default, right? They are just what they are. That's why I told you, things are just what they are, okay? So you want it, you're enticed by dark energy because they're offering you material, low-level things that have no value, that degrade and everything. They're offering you these things for a quick fix so you can feel like somebody. See? And I gave you guys that example by talking about that board, that famous board, right? That scramble board that we would put up and put all of these different attributes or words on the board to describe what would fit in positive or negative emotions or in that balance. And many of you understand that lies, deception, hurting people, anger, unreasonableness, all of these low-level characteristics and things are lower vibration. So if you're a fucking fool and it services you and makes you feel good to be able to act out when you want. If you're hurting, you're able to hurt another person. You're trying to devour and do something to another person for your own selfish means, which is what I'm saying, because you're not relating that person's connected to you. So the narcissist is a demoniac, folks, because he is displaying all of the characteristics of low-level energy. You see? Now, when you try to reason that everybody just has a little bad in them sometimes, and you try to make the world, society seem as if bad is okay and we shouldn't be good. We're not good at all, folks. The reset is coming, folks. The Most High says this. Okay? This is what the Most High says, folks. And he is the ultimate authority and the ultimate word on everything. So when you want to talk about how does one get right, how does one behave right, how does one not cheat, how does one not hurt other people? And if you are in your heart doing these things, but you feel bad about them, then you have a vibration already, folks. See, people devoid of vibration are not able to feel anything on any level for anybody at any time because they're demoniacs. I told you, in this middle ground place of material reality, okay, dark energy can literally come over into this realm of reality and manifest. And that's because of the lower vibrations you hold within yourselves that makes it easy and fertile for them to come over, right? The heavens are the heavens, folks. And there is no access to the heavens without the Most High, folks. It is a fact. There is no access to the heavens without the Most High. God is in charge all of the time. And I told you guys, your lack of knowledge of these things is how you try to put them in some kind of box and you try to reason with the rules. Some of you have cultural, religious things where in some cases y'all reason things where you say, well, y'all try to make bad rules to God's rules. Like you're the authority. You're just a bunch of booty stinking, underarm funking fools, folks. We all are on some level, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I listen to the great sun. I listen to the great moon goddess and Mother Earth herself, my world. They are fully knowledgeable, folks. I have no reason to take your word as a human, as a nose blower, over God's, folks, who are making your air. And I know you don't appreciate, right? Because every day I'm humbled by the realization and that knowledge. See what I'm talking about? Because I have knowledge, because I know the Most High is great, folks. He is the greatest thing. The great sun is the sun, folks. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? He is holding your solar system in his hands. He is awesomely great. But he bows at the feet of the Most High. The Most High is all things in the universe, folks. All things in the universe know this, even lower energy. But the point is that they're trying to get you to not pay attention to the force of your life. They're going to put things in front of you to satisfy you. So when we think about society and the narcissist in present society, why he has to be a go-getter, why he has to make more than other people, why he has to take, suppress. And I talk to you guys about that person that you're not focusing on. In the wake up, the small amount of us will look around and notice that everyone else is drinking the Kool-Aid, but we seem to know that something's wrong with that Kool-Aid. So we're not touching it. And you see this all the time. I see people every day, and I know that with my knowledge now, it's not even about clinicals. That's why I said I taught clinicals for you guys, and this is sort of like a clinical because we're talking about the narcissist here. But when we take it on another level, folks, it's a demonic thing. You see, dark energy is the force that's behind all of the fucking foolishness. Okay? If you're talking about another human looking to suppress you or not seeing you for the oneness in you. And I told you this on every level. When I tell you things, folks, these great things that are revealed to me, my job and duty is to inform you. You don't have to listen. You don't have to believe it or care. Because I understand how this story is going to play out anyway. But I'm trying to make a point to you just for those in vibration who understand. I talked about the oneness. I gave you animals. I've been talking about all of these things to make you see something. Right? All of the things that you think have to happen don't. Things don't have to die, nothing. Everything can be shared. But when you have people who feel less than already inside, they're already dark energy manifest. Okay? And they feel low all the time. So their only means of feeling better, folks, is to step on you or devour you. Right? Really, they're like little demons. So when you don't understand there's a bigger fight, when you do understand that, what I'm saying is that your knowledge of that is the better thing. That delivers you, folks. Going to church every day is not going to deliver you to God because you're not increasing your relationship with the Most High. You don't understand. On y'all's levels, y'all don't realize the oneness is what you're supposed to be seeking. Right? The knowledge that he gives you allows you to make your choice. He's impartial to all things because he is all things, folks. Right? If you want to go to hell, just keep vibrating at the level you're vibrating. It's really simple. Okay? Just keep on continuously increasing that vibration that you're doing. How you doing? Just keep on doing that. And what you're going to find out is that you're going to get what you're asking for because some of you feel that you can deal in these worlds. Right? Nothing like this world, folks. Okay? Mother Earth is providing you this, and she's showing you humility every day. And it's getting to a point where her vibratory atoms will increase, that she will increase, and you guys, whoever don't have or can carry that vibration, you're going to be left in whatever vibrational field that you're in, which is going to be lower energy. And I keep trying to explain to you guys, the best of you who are fools, the best of the fools, will laugh at what I'm saying, will talk big shit because you really are ignorant that the Most High is your breath of life. Okay? I told you that if Mother Earth wanted to be an asshole about her duties, and she decided to tell you that you're going to give her payment or the lights are going to go out, your ass is grass, folks. Right? Now, you don't appreciate this. You guys do everything. Like I said, when you do find out that the gods are real, the great ones, when you find out that they're actually your caretakers, what you do is you still try to circumvent God. I keep saying, you guys try to do everything but do the right thing. You're built like that in this society. You don't do your homework. Let me turn. You don't do your homework, okay? So you try to take God and his teachings and all of the things you know about getting to that high salvation, and you use it just in talking points, right? When you're not really embodying. See, embodying is the word. That's why I said the book can guide you to a certain point. It can give you those things technically to think about. And then once you think harder and harder, that is when you seek God in your heart. You call out to him in your heart, folks. You don't say any names or any of this stuff, this politics or things you've learned, because you have to reason that man has poisoned your well. God knows this. I'm trying to tell you folks, God is seeing everything you're doing. Okay? But you don't get it. Okay? You just don't get it. And you live in such a way that you think and service yourselves, and you know, at some point there will be a reckoning. There'll be something to pay for this. And you guys think you got enough in your pockets to cover it. I don't think so. But the worst of you will up to the very end will hold on to your bullshit. Right? Your riches and your grandiosity and all of the things that you think make you better than other humans who are shit-wiping fools. You know? I used to work in the office, and I used to see so many executive types, you know, that guy with the nicely pressed shirt who didn't take a bath, you know, or all of these different things, right? And these are the people in our society in every way. These are all of those kinds of people that we just look at all the time. And they're the narcissists, folks. They're the people who reason that we can't all live in oneness, okay? Within abundance, like heavenly worlds. Because you like hellish worlds. Now, when you think about that on that level, because I'm really just talking here. When you think about it on that level, folks, the demoniacs have commandeered the people, folks. So therefore, when you wonder why they can't reason with what God's way is the best way, it's because they're already demons. And they're mixed into our society, folks. So some of you who are looking at all these things that you covet and they look good and attractive to you, this is why I talk about exchanging energy with the wrong energies. You understand? So the narcissist, that person, will play a game at your job, and you'll see them in this dysfunctional way. You'll know these people for a short time, and then you'll see them again, and there's somebody else. And I've seen this for so many years. I've seen this like years. And then what it made me realize is that there is literally something psychologically wrong with the average person. When it's time to do the right thing, nobody can act or do anything or think. But when it's about foolishness, people have your attention, your support, cooperation, all of these things. So there is something wrong with you, but when you're thinking about why there's something wrong with you, the knowledge of the bigger fight, that is what will deliver you, folks. So to wrap this up, the narcissist does exist. It is a real material problem that we're dealing with in lower level material society that we're in. There are some good things on the horizon. One of the things, the most important, is the plan that the Most High has for us all, right? And rising in vibration, okay? The average person will reason that they're just here to just be bullshitters and just go on or something. No, right? You're here because you're in a boot camp, right? And learning from all of these low-level experiences and dealing in physical puts you in pain. So you can learn, right? Because when you vibrate in different realities, folks, you're not embodied. So you are the embodiment of what you are. If you feel pain, then you're just pain. Consciously, you're not even a body. So I want you guys to understand that the hellish worlds are like quicksand, and all of that pain and misery will be multiplied, right? And unimaginable to you people who think you can reason. The narcissist is a problem, but it's because of your lack of knowledge is why you haven't sought out dealing with the problem. You folks going over to my website, thinkbehavior.info, pick up my book, I Love Bad Behavior. Because I do love bad behavior. But I don't love demons. And I know that there's going to be a reset. And I know that there's a lot of things coming on the horizon, a new age. All you got to do is hold on to the Most High, folks. He is real. And for those, the best of you in vibration, you hold on to him with that faith. Call out in your heart with that faith. And he will hear you, folks. He is listening all times. Okay? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Go get my car. Y'all have a great day.